Hello everyone, in this video let's see about life cycle costing, concept and factors. Life cycle costing introduction. At the start of any project, it is important to understand the cost involved. Traditional methods simply look at startup cost, cash flow and profit or loss, focused primarily on the manufacturing stage of product life cycle. Pre and post manufacturing are treated as expenses cost. Life cycle costing. Initial cost, service cost, maintenance cost, operating cost, disposal cost. Life cycle costing concept. Help management to understand the cost consequence of developing and making a product and to identify areas which cost reduction effects are likely to be most effective. Second one. The process of LLC fundamentally involves assessing cost arising from an asset over its life cycle, evaluating alternatives that have impact on this cost ownership. Life cycle costing factors. The life cycle cost consists of initial construction cost, maintenance cost, rehabilitation cost, salvage value, vehicle operating cost, delay cost, travel time cost, and accident cost. To simplify, LCCA those costs which little influence on the ranking of different schemes are excluded. Factors about life cycle costing. Rising inflation through thin necessary leads to the technique is equally effective. Second one, budget constraint. By and large, most of the firms have constraint of finance, hence uselessness of this technique. Third one, escalating cost effectiveness awareness among users. Fourth one, growing competition. In today's economic scenario, in particular, there is a cutthroat competition. Hence, demand of the times is use of sophisticated technique like it. Fifth one, heavy maintenance cost. Cost of maintenance has been increasing. Life cycle costing is important in establishing, reducing, and controlling cost. 5 factors affecting life cycle cost. Once upon a time, industry knew the value of a dollar and made every effort to get the maximum return on its investment. Equipment life cycle cost, procurement, installation, operation, maintenance, and decommissioning was clearly understood and throughout the asset's life. Efforts were focused on keeping this cost as low as possible. First one, production. Production practice determine the remaining life cycle cost of installed assets. Too often these practices are diametrically opposite to minimized life cycle cost. Critical production systems run outside the proper operating envelopes. They are abused and in many cases destroyed by producers that don't consider life cycle cost. Procurement. Any possible negative effect the procurement might have on life cycle cost doesn't stop once the initial purchase is completed. Decision the procurement group makes about replacement parts, production materials as well as myriad of support service continue throughout the useful life of critical plant systems. Third one is maintenance. The next key to improved life cycle cost is proper maintenance. While maintenance can keep poorly operated asset running, it is cannot compensate for damage and therefore cannot improve life cycle cost by itself. Fourth one is support functions. Other functions within the corporate structure also play a role in life cycle cost. For example, the way of the sales function loads the plant determines whether procurement can order to best practices. Human resources must provide the labor and skills essential to success. The engineering functions influence selection, modification, and installation. Fifth one is management. Determine that 85% of the factors that limit planner performance can be attributed directly to poor management. The short-sighted policies or procedures corporate management generates can hobble the plan's ability to achieve and sustain optimal life cycle costs. This is policies and procedure must change to improve costs. Thank you.